Alright, hello everyone, how's it going? This is Chris Ruzzi, of course, and Mikey Allstar here. I figured it's been a while since we've done some updates, so we may as well get started, shall we? Oh yeah! So today we have a few different things to talk about. We've got, of course, the sort of series projects. We've got movies, including Anthology, of course, and also some more movies back here. And then we also have, just a brief little update on the other channel as well. So, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so first, before we get into the main updates, I've got a quick update on things that are happening on our other channel, Audio Anomaly, since I figured, we advertise whenever audio dramas come out there, so I figured on here, so I may as well give you just a little update. So, we've got a lot of different projects going on over there. We've got a She-Hulk project in the works, we've got a Hawkeye audio drama, which is a sequel to our other Hawkeye audio drama. I'm currently writing an Avengers script. I've got about 63 pages written so far, out of about 70 or 80, so we've got a little ways to go, but we're getting there. We've got another short that is coming up fairly soon, which is going to be a Black Widow short, so that'll be fun. And so we've got quite a few audio dramas coming up, and of course a new episode of our original audio drama series, An Inkling to the Offings, where guests are invited to a mansion, and one by one they start dying off. But who is the killer, and what do they want? So yes, that's pretty much it for those. We've got, quite a few audio dramas in the works. Nothing fully formed just yet, so we're not entirely sure when any of this will come out. But we do have a lot of projects in various stages, from the writing stage for Avengers to the voice acting stage for Hawkeye, and then the editing stage for She-Hulk. So there we go. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty. So, of course, Anthology. Naturally, I just released a trailer for Done As Smoke in Hell. So where is Done As Smoke in Hell currently? Well, it's on my laptop, but you know what I mean. What's the progress like so far? So, the progress, of course, is going rather well. We've got about, I believe, 27 minutes edited, I think, as far as voice acting goes. I do have the lines in for one voice actress. We were waiting on the lines for another. As soon as those lines are in, I'll be able to edit everything all together. I'll throw in the sound effects, I'll throw in the music, we'll be ready to go. So, we don't have an exact release date yet, but I think it's safe to say that you can expect it by September. Now, September is probably the latest it'll come out. I feel like it'll definitely come out before that, so once I know the updates, the official release date, I will be announcing it a week before it comes out. So there we go, yes, so I'm very excited to, get this out at last. It's been about a year in the making, so it feels good to have it pretty much almost wrapped up. It's in a really good space right now, so just have to do a few more things, and we'll be ready to go. So, it'll probably only take about a week to finish it up once we have all of the lines in, so very excited to be sharing it with you all. As far as other Anthology projects coming up, there might be another short film out this year, I'm not sure. We also had the Bookkeep out this year. I usually try to do about 2 Anthology projects a year. This, of course, is the 2 projects with the Bookkeep and Done As Smoke in Hell. But I'm thinking about maybe making one more project this year, just a smaller project. As far as other Anthology projects, of course, we have Anthology Season 2 and Season 3. I can confirm those. Whenever those will come out, I'm not sure. I don't know about next year. We'll see. Maybe next year I'll make the big push and try to make sure that it comes out. We'll have to see. Anthology Season 2 will happen, of course. It just will take quite a while. It's going to be a lot bigger of a season than the last one. The last one was only 5 episodes, and the story was pretty small scale. This one's going to be a little larger. It's going to still have a sort of sense of small scaleness to it, but it will also definitely have some more involved scenes with it, so that'll be very fun. And this one, the last season of Anthology, had some voice actors. It had, I believe, 2 voice actors. This time, I want to make sure that we have a larger cast. It's not just me doing all these voices, with a few other brilliant people involved. This time, I do want to get as many voice actors as I can, so that'll definitely make the project, take a little more time, but it will be worth it in the end. So there we go, yes. Very excited for Anthology Season 2. As far as other sort of longer sort of movie type Anthology projects, I do have a few in the works. I have the final piece of the Anthology universe planned, which won't be coming out for a while. It's called The Remnants. And then probably not until probably a few years from now at least. Whenever Season 3 is over, I don't think we'll do a Season 4. There's some other stuff I might do before we end off the universe thing. But, I do have an ending planned, and it will be in the form of like a movie type project. I'm throwing around the idea of like a Done Is Smokin' Hell sequel. I'm not sure yet. There's some ideas I have, but I don't think I have like a full idea just yet. If I do get a full idea and I like it, then I will make a Done Is Smokin' Hell sequel. But no promises. We'll have to see what happens. You might see, if not a full project, do we something in the vein of Done Is Smoke as like a sort of sequel or whatever. I do also have another project plan, which is called Interlude, which takes place right after Compendium and like around the same time that Welcome Tenants takes place. So there we go. I do have a few more anthology projects planned. I'm very excited to roll them out, and I've got some that are half-baked ideas. I haven't fully cooked yet, but I will let them cook a little longer and we'll see what becomes of them. Anyways, that's about it with anthology. Let's move on to some other stuff. I figured while we're here talking about sort of movie type projects as well as of course series, I figured we move on to the standard movies, if you will, these movie type projects that I'll be making that aren't involved in the anthology series. If you don't know, the anthology series is its own little universe, and then I have my main universe, I guess, where pirates and the night stuff and whatever else takes place. Everything that isn't like an updates video or like a minifigure showcase is like within that universe. So it doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but that's the point of it. It's the nonsense universe. Anyways, so our next big project, you can see by this guy right here, is going to be Clever Squadron. I believe this is the 4th installment of the Clever Squadron series. I've got 2 more planned after this, so we're gonna get 6 Clever Squadron in the end. Will there be more after that? Who knows? It depends on how I feel after I do potentially the final Clever Squadron video. We'll see what happens and what becomes of that. But yeah, excited to get back into Clever Squadron. That's always been something I've had a fun time with, and I love making it over the summer. There's something about it that's just nostalgic to me because I'm pretty sure I've made all of the Clever Squadron during the summer. So yeah, it's going to be fun. This one, of course, will be called Mind War. It will take some inspiration from the hit movie, The Manchurian Candidates, so that'll be very fun. Yes, I look forward to making Mind War. I'm not sure when I'll be making it, but it is my next big project, so we'll have to see what happens. Now that, of course, we've got some larger series out of the way, of course, Founding Fathers is ending, or it has ended. We'll have to see how long it takes me to make the finale, but yeah, not ending permanently. We'll talk about that in just a second when we get to the series, but the season is ending, or this arc is ending. We've got, of course, some other projects that are coming out this year as well. I do want to make at least one more Stupid Cinematic Universe entry, which will be Lazy Man Resurrection. Really looking forward to that. It's going to be a little bit more of a serious entry to this universe, so that'll be fun. And we've got some other stuff too in the works, like of course another Connor David sequel, which I'm looking forward to. Connor David is like this adventurer guy, and we also have another Johnny Thunder project that I will hopefully get out this year too. Looking forward to that as well. It's going to be fun. Yeah, definitely got some more larger projects in the works. Yes, I'm not sure what the big final project of the year will be just yet, but I'll let you know when we get there. Alright, that's about it for the movie stuff. Let's go ahead and jump on to the series, the last part of this update section. Alright, and here we have the series represented by this guy, one of the new villains in the latest season of the Pirates of the Shipwreck. I've had a lot of fun making pirates over the years, like it's been my longest running series with, 11 seasons so far, even surpassing the VA Pirate Show. Like, the VA Pirate Show has less episodes than the Pirates of the Shipwreck, and it is the first episode on my channel, but I always mention this. It's the first video I ever made on my channel, but the first video uploaded to my channel, but the first video I made was the Silver Sword. Just so happened to upload before Silver Sword for some reason, even though it's longer. I don't know, who can explain it? Anyways, so Pirates Season 11 has been going quite well. I've had a lot of fun making this season in particular as well. We've got some larger plans coming up too. There's going to be, not only one new villain, but there's going to be some other stuff later in the season that will be, well, quite fun and potentially surprising, shocking maybe. So, I can say that Season 12 is pretty much all planned out. There might be like a few episodes here and there I still need to figure out, but we've pretty much got Season 12 on lock. And I will say, Season 11 will lead into Season 12. Now, usually these series, they tend to stay somewhat self-contained. If you watch an episode, you probably won't miss too much. There might be some references to other episodes or whatever, but yeah. But this time, however, I like to mess around with storylines every now and again. We had of course, the Captain Evil storyline, and we had, of course, the Jim Dim dying episode arc of like 4 episodes or whatever. I guess it was technically 5 because like he dies in the one season, and you know, whatever. Spoilers, by the way, if you haven't seen like whatever season 5 or something. Who can keep track of all this anyways? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, so we will be having a more of a connected story for Season 12, which is fun. Something I've not done in a while, so that'll be very nice to mess around with. Outside of, like, you know, 2-parters or whatever, this is like a full-fledged, like, arc of a season. Now, that's not to say there won't be any, like, random, you know, fun episodes like we usually have, like, most of Pirates. There still will be that, but it'll be just a little more connected, which will be very fun. Anyways... Other than Pirates, of course, I can confirm that Men on the Moon Season 5 is happening. I know that ending. I don't want to say anything about Season 5. I may not... I don't know if I usually make... I don't think I usually make a trailer for the Men on the Moon seasons. So, I will say basically nothing about Season 5. Just know that it is happening, and it will probably be the last season. Okay. On the record, we'll see how it ends. There could be a 6th season, but I'm pretty sure Season 5 will be the end. So, there we go. Even though the last episode of Season 4 is called In the End, because it's a reference to the first episodes in the beginning. So, there we go. But... yes, Season 5 is happening, so don't worry. We'll see that story wrapped up. That's not the end, just yet. So even though it's called the end, you know, it's not the end yet. So there we go. Other series, of course. It felt really great making a comical issues episode. I've had that idea for a while now, so I was like, alright, with all this James Gunn stuff recently, I was like, okay, I think we've reached the perfect time where it's ready to be released. So that was a lot of fun. I don't really have too many ideas for comical issues at the moment. I will make it in the future. I won't cancel it. I probably will never cancel unless if I stop making videos, because I may always have ideas. So it's not going to be a consistent series like I really wanted it to be in the beginning, unfortunately, but you will see more comical issues. I can guarantee that. I don't know when. Could be this year, could be next year, who knows. It took me a year or so to make another episode of Comical Issues. We did not make any last year, so I'm pretty sure it took me almost 2 years to make another episode. But, no matter what, you will see more Comical Issues in the future. I'll see if I come up with any more ideas. I'll try to, like, brainstorm a few ideas or whatever and try to be maybe a little more consistent, just a little bit more, or, you know, just trying to get out just a few more episodes. But, yeah, Comical Issues isn't going anywhere. I know it was quite a long hiatus, but, we will see it in the future. That's all I can really say. Other series, of course, Founding Fathers Presents. I'm still working on that Cold War episode. I have not filmed anything yet. I'm sort of just planning things out and stuff like that. It's going to be a big episode. I might split it up into 2 parts. No idea when the next Founding Fathers Presents will be, but with Founding Fathers Arc 4, if you will, ending, that does give me more time to work on that. So before I start Arc 5, I will be hopefully doing that, possibly, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, before we get to the Founding Fathers real quick, Sherlock, of course, you know, Holmes and Watson Adventures, still happening, of course, just made a new episode recently. Not something I do super often these days, not that I don't want to, it's just that I don't have as many ideas at the moment, but you will hopefully see at least one more Holmes and Watson Adventures this year, so something that's a little more sporadic these days, but is still going on. I do have an ending plan, but I'm not ready for it just yet. There's still more episodes I want to do, so there we go. Yeah, more Holmes and Watson Adventures, more everything, really. More comical issues eventually. And yes, more Founding Fathers as well. I'm not sure when Founding Fathers will end. It was always a series that was meant to end eventually, so I wasn't actually sure we'd make it this far, really, like this episode 40. But I can confirm episodes 41 through 50 will happen with this new arc. I don't want to say too much in case you haven't seen the newest episode of the Founding Fathers and you don't want to see or hear any spoilers. And also, while I'm recording this, the Founding Fathers finale is not filmed yet. I've filmed about 40 minutes, no. I filmed about 4 minutes of it so far, and there's still more to go. I know how it ends, but I'm not sure if it'll be done this week, so I didn't want to spoil anything. Anyways, I think that's about it. I've rambled on enough here. Thank you all for watching, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm looking forward to making a lot more. And I also forgot to mention that United Free is still happening this year. It was supposed to come out last year, and I was like, I don't have enough time. So, I think one of the big projects I'll be focusing on. There's a few things I want to do first. I want to get out Clever Squadron. I want to do Lazy Man Resurrection. I want to do a few other things here and there too, these larger projects. But I think maybe we'll have to see how the timing goes, but it's possible that the big final, I like to try to make like one big final video in the end of the year. We had We Bandit 3, we had the dumb pirate video that I made. We have Rider of Vengeance or whatever, the sequel to We Bandit 3, which was supposed to come out at the end of the year, but it actually came out in the beginning of one year, so that one maybe doesn't quite count as much. But and then what else have we had actually? Is that Isemu, of course, Isemu, whenever that was last year. I don't remember. It feels like it's been ages ago since I made that video. But Isemu, big projects at the end of the year. I think, depending on the time, United Free may be the big final video of this year. Maybe there'll be a video after that, but we'll see. Anyways, that's about it. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye!